Smart.
Go for real.
Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town on 99.7, 1450 WHTC and WHTC.com.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town for this Friday, September 16th. I'm Gary Stevens. It is the third Friday of the month, which means in this segment we are joined by what Duke Van Oss would have called the Telephone Man. Greg Clark from AT&T joins us via the Zoom connection from his headquarters in the Lansing area. Gregory, good morning. Hope all is well with you.
Good morning, Gary, and happy Friday, and great to talk to your listeners. It's been a great summer. Fall is coming, and, great to see the seasons changing. It's an amazing time of the year.
If you got a question about telephone service or telecommunications, well, Greg is involved as the Regional Vice President for External and Legislative Affairs with the AT&T. He'll be happy to talk about the industry in general as well at 616-395-1450, 616-395-1450. We'll begin our discussion with the fact that I got a note, or shall we say I got a little, I normally do, I have an iPhone, and I normally check maybe once a week to see whether or not I need to update its system. Well, I got a notification on that today that I could update to the iOS 16 for my iPhone, which I have done. I like to do that to make sure that I'm up to date with all the security features especially. But it ties into the fact that starting today, the iPhone 14 will be available not only through AT&T, but also through other carriers as well. And I have a funny feeling that the boys over in Cupertino, California, that's Apple, they want people to get the new phones, and they're sort of helping carriers such as AT&T with some incentives along those lines.
They are, and Gary, thanks again for having me on. A lot of people, I would love to get an electric car, but I have range anxiety. And so I'm looking forward to that, overcoming that. And a lot of people have phone upgrade anxiety, and the process has gotten so simplified. Yet the new iPhone 14 launches today. There's 4 models, upgraded processors, batteries, cameras. It's a really simple process from the original days of switching to a new device. iPhone 14, the 14 Plus, the 14 Pro, and the 14 Max, they're all amazing devices. All of our customers get the best deals. The phone retails for $999. However, depending on what you trade in, you can essentially get the phone at no cost. Depending on what you trade in, you can get up to $1,000 off of your trade-in. So really looking forward to interacting with folks to take advantage of some of the cool new features on the iPhone 14, and happy to talk with any customers about that. You can visit our stores over in Holland and Grand Haven. You can order online at att.com, but it's a pretty cool time to be in the telecom industry, and these things are always exciting. I know I plan to switch out. I have an iPhone 12, a blue one. Blue is my favorite color. And so I am going to upgrade to the iPhone 14 for a couple of reasons, but namely, I just want the bigger screen at this point. I tried to hold off on a little smaller screen, but now's the time to move up.
616-395-1450. Let's get to a call before the break. Good morning. You're on the line with Greg Clark.
Yes, good morning. I'd like to talk to him about my cable television.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I have troubles a lot. I'll be watching a show, and it'll go dead, and it'll say I lose my signal to the cable or to the television. Now, sometimes an hour show I'll have it 4 or 5 times, and I get this quite a few times. Now, I've had your technicians over, and they don't seem to get the problem. So what am I going to do about this?
I really appreciate you bringing that to our attention. And Gary, thanks for allowing listeners like your caller to call in. I will provide my information, and I will make sure that we get right on top of your situation to get to the root cause of why your experience is less than satisfactory to you. And we look forward to getting that resolved. So,
by the way, listener, the phone number for Greg directly, or his mobile number, is 248 217 1360. 248 217 1360.
Whoa. 2, 4,
8
8. Okay.
217
2, 1, 7,
13
1, 3,
60.
6, 0.
Yep.
Okay, let me read this back. 2, 4, 8.
Yep.
2, 1, 7.
Yep.
1, 3, 6,
0.
8.
No, 0.
0.
Yep.
Okay. All righty, I got it right.
All right.
please
And
call
what
me.
is his name?
I'm sorry?
What's the man's name?
His name is Greg Clark.
Greg Clark.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for the call. Good morning. You're on the line with Greg Clark, the telephone man.
Yes, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Hey, I live down near Pullman area, and a while back they started messing around with the antenna system. And we could, all of a sudden, our Wi-Fi, our phones didn't work worth the crud. Do you have any idea what in the world they did? Thank you.
I appreciate the call. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll look into that one. We've got some wireless and some network activity going on. I'll talk to our network team about that and get back to you, Gary, on that one.
All right. Pullman area, basically, it's in the, near South Haven.
Yep.
So I just wanted to, because Greg is, again, he is the regional vice president for external and legislative affairs with AT&T Michigan, and so he's got, he's got to cover the state, and sometimes, some of these more, we know where it is, but maybe Greg's not certain. So that's why I sort of give him the heads up on
I spent
that.
some time this summer over in the South Haven, Douglas, Saugatuck area, and just what an amazing part of the state, Gary.
It certainly is. Greg, this past Sunday was the 21st commemoration of the events of September 11th, 2001, Patriots Day. And it's a good time to bring up things that we have done for our first responders over the last 2 decades or so. And one thing that AT&T has been involved with is FirstNet. It's a 5-year commemoration for that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, and so in 2017, after a rigorous RFP process with the federal government, they awarded AT&T a 25-year contract to build and manage the only nationwide public safety broadband network. It's called FirstNet. And so as part of our 5-year commemoration, which is happening this year, we'll be in Lansing next week talking with policymakers in the states, having a couple of events highlighting the impacts that FirstNet has had in Michigan. We want our fellow citizens and customers to have the best and safest experience wherever they are, and should they need the services of first responders, our first responder wireless network, FirstNet, will always be there to support them in all their communications need. It's got the greatest scale and scope of any broadband mobile network in the country. It was conceived, like you said, Gary, by the 911 Commission. I actually traveled to Lower Manhattan early this summer and was able to visit the 9/11 Memorial and pay my respects there. It's just an amazing experience there. And so fast forwarding to now, AT&T has built this network, invested over $130 billion, over 3 million connections and growing, 20,000 public safety agencies, thousands in Michigan are involved, doctors, nurses, police and firefighters. If you work in a school and you're part of a school officer or utility company, you can get on FirstNet. There's some pretty cool features from smartphones to laptops, tablets, dongles, which are little plug-in things that allow you to get wireless connectivity everywhere, all sorts of specialty devices, so that if the public needs someone with the priority and preemption on FirstNet, you may be in a crowd and the public may not be able to get through with their calls, but FirstNet always takes priority and preemption on the mobile broadband network. So we're pretty excited about that. Looking forward to celebrating.
616-395-1450. Let's get to the phones. Good morning. You're on the line with the telephone man, Greg Clark.
Yeah, good morning, Greg. I know I'm watching a Korea called Pluto TV, and they had a commercial about RoboKill. It's going to RoboCall, but I download so I haven't used it for the first time, but it's something new that I saw on TV. But I don't mind what all the listeners know to maybe downloading RoboKill. And I know I've been getting a bunch of RoboCall on my cell phone, but yeah, might be a good idea because I think it has something to do with the little trade community with the WHTC because I had on my landline and I'm still charging the RoboCall and child market tool.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I think the caller was talking about robocalls and spam calls, Gary.
I believe so.
There's some pretty, I know on your mobile devices, what I recently discovered, you can set some features so that the only calls that come through to your phone are calls that are going to phone numbers that are in your contact list. And all other calls will be silenced, but they'll go directly to your voicemail. And so features like that are in the iPhone, for example, really help. If you turn those features on, they really help cut down on unnecessary interruptions in a person's day, for sure.
Greg, one thing that we hear on our particular program is the fact that some of our older listeners have some issues trying to, get with it in this technical and digital age. In particular, they're saying that, yes, WHTC has the trading post online at WHTC.com, but they miss having the program itself. And unfortunately, more and more people are being computer literate, but there are still some who are not. And it looks as if there's some workshops to try to help get people computer literate, or shall we say digitally literate.
There are, Gary, and thanks for that question. About 16% of U.S. adults are not digital literate, in that they don't know how to take full advantage of the capabilities on the broadband networks to truly bridge the digital divide in their personal experience and in their ecosystem. And so digital literacy and digital skilling are part of what we at AT&T call our connected learning efforts, where we have partnered with the Public Library Association to offer a series of workshops designed to help individuals, both young folks and especially seniors, effectively participate and productively and safely in today's digital world. And so we are looking for partners all across the state, organizations who want to join with us and get the word out in their communities to individuals in their environments. Our workshops are facilitated by employee volunteers. They're 90 minutes in length, and we can cover topics from internet basics, how to effectively use search engines and navigate websites, to email, how to set up an email account effectively and how to use email productively. Cybersecurity, one of the big important topics right now, account and password security, how you spot online scams, how you differentiate between a legitimate and a fraudulent communication you're getting from someone, as well as some tips to keep you and your information safe while you're online, and several other topics like that, from web conferencing to some computer basics, tablet things. A lot of folks are working in tablets, and so lots of opportunities there. Host organizations that have workshop space will come into your organization with all of the necessary items to deliver some of these learning experiences to folks that matter to you and your community. so that we together can help bridge the digital divide. We're working right now with organizations in Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Jackson, looking at Saginaw. We've got some in line in Metro Detroit. And so we're looking for more partners. And so if your listeners have any ideas, please bring me up. Would love to get some things going in communities that they care about.
We'll give the number for Greg's mobile line in a few moments when we end the segment, if people want to get a hold of Greg to talk about that particular topic. Another topic. And another topic that has been brought up, especially on the governmental level as well, is improving broadband access. And AT&T is trying to get more availability through private-public partnerships. Tell us about that.
We are. So the state of Michigan is opening up their broadband office this fall. It's called the Michigan Office of High-Speed Internet. We will be at the table with our expertise and ideas and opportunities and our financial resources to expand broadband access as it becomes available across the state. We're focused on providing as much broadband around the state as we can. We're pursuing public-private partnerships. Many counties are issuing requests for proposals or requests for information regarding broadband and increasing broadband in their particular county. We are participating in those, and we are looking forward to, there's lots of companies in the broadband space these days, and so we're looking to do our part in the areas that in Michigan that where we operate and build, operate, and make some upgrades to improve the experience. We're laying fiber right now at speeds from 1G, 2 gig, and 5 gig speeds. And so customers that have it right now really enjoy it. And we're looking forward to doing more of that stuff. Their rates are affordable. We're building, we're targeting 30 plus million locations by 2025, and many thousands of those will be in Michigan. We are building all across the state right now.
I'm going to probably butcher the way I pronounce this, but I know it's part of an AT&T marketing campaign about giggillionaire, I think is what it is.
You know, that is an invented word, isn't it? Gagillion, gazillion, jillionaire, or something. I'll have to get the right pronunciation down as well.
Yeah, it is a little tricky for some of us who have problems with English as a first language. But anyway, there's
alliterative all in one word.
One final thing as well, and you mentioned laying down more fiber, and I've seen some notices from AT&T with its marketing about the fact that more areas are getting, shall we say, better fiber than what it was before. I'm not certain whether or not you can tell us whether or not it's available along the lakeshore, but certainly that has been improving with AT&T.
It has been, and fiber offers a number of advantages over the copper run networks. One, it's more cost effective. We're actually partnering with Corning, who is a major fiber cable manufacturer, to they're opening a major plant to build more fiber, and we're an investor in that. And so fiber has just a number of inherent advantages. It's low power, it's high bandwidth, it's future-proofed, and we're working hard to build as much of that across the lakeshore as we possibly can. You
said future-proofed. That was going to lead to my question about whether or not we're seeing advances in fiber as well.
Well, the cool thing about fiber is it works because the traffic travels at the speed of light, and so the bandwidth that operates on the fiber is only limited by the equipment on both ends. How fast can the equipment on one end blink the signal, and how fast can the equipment on the other end decipher that signal that's going across the fiber, which makes it largely future-proof. Also, the other cool thing about fiber is, because light, after it rains, you look in the sky and you see the rainbow. There are different colors of light that are transmitted across a strand of fiber. And so we can transmit multiple different bandwidths across the same strand of fiber on different wavelengths in that stream of light. It's pretty cool technology.
If you need more information about what AT&T does offer, the website is att.com. That's att.com. But you can get a hold of Greg directly at 248-217-1010. 1360. Again, 248-217-1360, and you'll help cut maybe some of the red tape that might be if you have some issues with your phone service, or if you're an AT&T customer, they could certainly help in terms of some of the other services provided by AT&T. Greg Clark, as always, thank you very much for joining us today on Talk of the Town. Wish you and everybody at the company well. I've seen some posts from Ruth Goddard. She is doing well in retirement and enjoying it very much. And if all goes well, we'll do this again next month.
And like Ruth said, remember, it can wait. Don't text and drive.
Thank you very much, Greg Clark, on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC.